You're getting me. You're getting. You're getting me all nervous. Shit, I'm not good on cue. I'm not good on cue.
We can tell. We're rolling. Ready? 3, 2.
Hola, cabrones. Soy.
3, 2.
Hola, mi gente. Catch me now on Jay on the Crew. Siéntase en cabrones and watch.
Welcome back, dude. Now I know where all our sponsor money's going.
I know.
One vacation after another.
Mom Oki is going on vacation after vacation after vacation.
I didn't go on vacation.
Oh yeah, no, she's going on vacation.
Horizons is not vacation.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Jared and the Crew. Yeah. We got everybody in the house today, man.
Big. You see the energy on
I'm so
that?
confined right here.
What?
He was like, "What's up, everybody? Welcome to Jared and the Crew." Where's he at right now, man?
Because I got Momo now. I got her in my corner. She's back.
Yeah, that's right.
So you have been missed.
Yeah, she has been missed, man. She's been gone for like about 2 weeks now.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, girl. Paycheck's gone.
Well, yeah, she used it all. She was on vacation.
She didn't come back with the same energy though. Look.
She looked refreshed.
I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or like a backhanded compliment. Like I look refreshed.
Maybe
like
she's
as in
tired.
last time I did.
A compliment's a compliment nowadays.
That alcoholic who just left the bar came here, but not today.
I'm well rested. Yes, I haven't had a drink in almost
24 hours.
12 hours.
She's well rested, guys.
She's doing all right over there.
Oh my God.
I slept in my own bed last night. So
Whoa.
How long has it been?
It's been a while, man. Somebody please DM this chick right away.
Oh, that's fun. Nobody
No,
DM'd her.
no.
Nobody DM'd her.
She actually slept in her own
I
bed. No
turned
one's
my
DM'd her.
notifications off.
Oh, okay, good. All right.
And
Well,
nevertheless, I'm back.
yeah, and now let's give it up for we got E-Man and Slick Vic in the house, man. Of course, we got them too. And then behind the camera, of course, we got Jimmy G.
What?
And we got a special guest, Monica. She's over here. She's, I don't know.
Hiding
She's hiding in the back. She's
Monica,
visiting.
the one that sings "The Boy's Mine."
Yes.
Oh, geez.
Yes.
Don't pay any attention to him.
Yeah.
Well, we have a special guest, man.
Yes,
This
we
is
do.
a special guest.
Super
I mean, I
special.
really want to hear her story.
Yes.
But before we get into her story, we do something called Hot Topics.
Okay.
So we talk about something that's very hot. But Vic, why don't you introduce her real quick?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vic.
we need to know her name.
So it took me like 7 months and 3 days, but
Of stalking, right? 7 months and 3 days of stalking.
You guys don't appreciate the level of stalking I have to do.
No, I do,
You really
actually.
don't.
That's
I
helped
come
us
off
with
as a
content
creep,
for our
but then I
show.
gotta clean it up in the end. But no, Hola Chola. She's here.
That's
Welcome,
right.
welcome.
Thank
Is
you.
this like your first? Now you've done podcast before, right?
I've never done a podcast, but I've done.
We are the
This
first.
is my first one.
Yeah.
Oh, your first
Right.
podcast.
Are you ready?
I was
Yes,
nervous.
I'm ready. Okay, yeah.
So
No,
I'm excited.
it's a little different. I mean, you get to have fun with us, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys making it easier for me.
I can tell you're just watching us right now. Like, what can I do? What can I say?
Just be you.
Just jump in, girl.
She's
Literally,
like the Matrix,
Whenever you
dodging
want,
shit.
whenever you want, just jump in. Trust me.
yeah,
Yeah.
just jump in.
It's gonna be kangaroo fest for a little bit.
Because Momo hasn't been here in a while, so they got to pick on her.
Yeah.
Get it out of the system, and then from there we move forward.
Hey, but wait, you're supposed to introduce your guest, but you haven't even said her name yet.
Hola Chola.
Oh,
yeah.
well, okay.
Yeah, and then
That's
Jimmy
fair.
did
We
know.
don't use government names here, right? Slick
I thought
Vic,
you were just
E-Man,
calling her Chola and
Momo,
saying hello. I
Peter,
mean, shit.
JR. And there's no government name. Jumbo Jason.
Jumbo J.
There's no government.
Jumbo
Fucking Uncle Sam ain't gonna come after none of us.
Hell yes.
Man.
Hey, that is true.
Yeah. Almost.
So,
Big in the crew.
Nah, man, but
Hola
yeah.
Chola is here, and she
Yes.
will talk about everything: the boyfriends, the fucking drama, fucking her fights with everything.
Everything. I mean,
a great show.
you even beat cancer.
Yes.
So that's a big
That's
plus.
the
We're gonna
most-
get into that too.
The most
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
to be
Yeah, that's the
honest.
most important thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into that.
So if my wig starts to move, let me know because.
Oh,
No, you're good. You're good.
honestly, I didn't even think it was a wig though. Seriously. No, I thought it was your real
No,
hair.
no, yeah, for
That's
real.
when you go
Yeah,
to
looking
mean,
good.
you
You
know
go to that
what?
right spot in downtown LA, you get the good
Thank you
ones.
to Amazon for $19.99.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Nice.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie.
We'll have to get together later for some tips.
I honestly, bro, I suck at knowing when the hair is fake and shit. You know?
Yeah?
I can't tell, dude.
No, you can't.
I know, and then
Until you run your
and then my
fingers
lady's
through the
like,
hair?
Yeah. What? And you feel the
know
clips.
that.
You feel the clips in the hair, and you're like, whoa, that's
whoa,
fake.
whoa.
You start
What's
playing
going on
Ray
here?
Charles, like you're reading, like you're reading something. What is this?
Well, I had a challenging experience with wearing the wig because I was traveling this past 2 weeks ago, and I had a peluca that was a baseball cap, and I had to go through TSA, and the lady's like, "Take off your wig, take
man.
off your hat," and
And you're like,
I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
What? Oh,
Yeah,
my
we gotta
God.
get into. We
wait.
definitely gotta.
So
get into that.
did they still make you? Did they still make you take it off?
No, she actually didn't make. I told her, I'm like, I
Oh,
have
that's
cancer. And
nice.
she's like, oh, okay, like.
Oh, so she was
Oh,
not.
wow.
And
Okay,
that's
that's
like
nice.
you're
Yeah.
like, wait,
Yeah, I'm like, oh, no puedo.
Now I know how to get
Well,
stuff
I
on the
bet
plane.
you learned your lesson. I was just gonna say that too, but I thought it would have been inappropriate. I'm
Yeah,
glad
I
you
know.
said it.
Now I know how to get stuff on the plane.
I was thinking it.
Appropriate. We have never been appropriate.
We're trying to
I
clean it
have
up.
been gone for a long
You've been
time.
gone for 2 weeks. You want to come back clean? Come on.
I know. All of a sudden.
Anyway, I did go to church
That's a
while I was
bed.
gone.
Oh shoot, you did?
Well, it was a place called the
That's-
church.
Oh.
And that counts.
Yeah, it counts. Yeah. All right.
Hot
It
topic.
is.
So hot topics, man. E-Man, he has a hot topic, man.
Well, I have a hot topic, man, of this cat. You know, he's a Hispanic Mexican rapper, man, and I feel that he is making a lot of noise right now. I would love to have him on the show, so I hit him up, and then he's responding. Seems like a real humble dude. Dude, he's making a lot of noise. Like I said, he just once again, I feel like our people are just not. It's never enough. No matter how much talent he has, it's never enough. Wait,
like that? Like our people are not supporting him?
No. I mean, there's a lot of people that are supporting him. I just feel right now regardless of what he's doing, it's I forget they called him the Mexican kid. Like
But they're
they
not
relied
giving
to
him
him.
the respect that he
Not
deserves.
the respect that he needs.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I
okay.
feel like people are not doing the right research and not researching to the extent of him as an artist and say dude, I found out his name. You should know who he is. His name is Theo Speaks. Shout out my boy Theo Speaks, doing your damn thing.
That's right.
I would love to have you to come out on JR on the Crew, homie. I support you. We support you, and I'm giving you a shout out, dog. But at the end of the day, I just felt in general as our people, once again, always on the darker side of the light. Because he has a different style. It's a little bit different. It's not your typical, I'm shooting you, I'm rich, I'm getting money, and, it's a little
No, I
more,
seen him,
it's
and it
deeper
doesn't.
than that.
It
It's
doesn't
deeper than
fit.
that.
Like he doesn't.
His look?
His look.
Yeah, I
his
know,
look don't
yeah.
fit. It's kind of trippy.
He
but-
almost looks like a Mexican Jesus.
Yeah, no, for
real.
sure.
Or
Yeah, he's
or a
he's
wrestler.
a lyrical genius.
He
in
is,
my,
yeah.
in my eyes,
Was
man.
he on
I've
Sway?
seen- He was on Sway. He was on LA Leakers on
Okay. I seen him on Sway.
Power
I
106.
I looked that
Power
one up.
But once
He's
he gets
doing
on
his
this show,
thing.
he's gonna blow up.
Dude, I'm
Everybody
telling
does.
you.
It happens all the time.
Yeah, and
Everybody.
it's just it's unfortunate,
that.
man.
So
Because
I was like-
I mean, I want to say that maybe you could relate to this, but I mean, I feel like our people just always get
Yeah.
the shit under the stick.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest.
absolutely, 100%.
Because what you do
Yeah.
is something that it's up and coming for our people, and I feel that it's also it's a positive movement for the Latina women and our Mexican women.
Yeah.
I like to hit both bases because you have so many different races,
ethnicities,
ethnicities and stuff. So I think it's always like a slap in our face that
Right.
it's never enough, man.
Yeah.
And that's why our show has always been let's be positive and let's uplift our people. And
Absolutely.
everybody that's been on this show, it's always like, dude, like we want to see you do better and we want people to be recognized. Just
Thank
you. Even by just making a clothing line with Vic, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like my boy, he's everywhere and doing his thing, and he needs that support too. You know what I
Right.
mean? We all need to support each other. There's plenty of us here to support each other.
Right, no,
Absolutely.
there is.
Yeah,
I
for
agree.
sure.
So
I agree.
Yeah.
I just one of those things is my pet peeve. I think my boy has potential to be bigger than where he's at already. He's gonna be big. I know he is.
Yeah, you
Trust me.
send me some licks, and I like what I hear. Let's get him on the show.
Yeah, let's
Let me-
go.
let me
Can you? I was just gonna
Let me
say that.
stalk
Can you
him.
stalk him for us? Can you slip
Do
into
my
his
thing.
DMs late at night?
Makes sense.
We're gonna
Send him some selfies, maybe.
Vic, new assignment. Send him the file.
Go get it.
Or maybe we create like a fake profile.
No. Then really lure his ass in, huh?
Yeah.
No, but on that topic of what you're saying, man, I really think it's true that it's like us as Latinos in the entertainment industry, it's almost that we have to do above and beyond just to get our respect.
Yeah.
Our respect in what we're doing. Because I believe what you're right, because we're doing something that's just as good as what everyone else is doing, but because we're Latinos, we have more haters, or it's just harder to break through. It's harder to get that support, and we're actually really doing it.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's almost to the point where you want to ask your audience, what do I need to do more just so that you could start really believing in me, and we really just explode.
Just
Because,
even in the show, believe in our show.
yeah, just believe in
Like,
the show.
are people really believing in our show? My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off, but
No.
are people really believing in our show? Like, if you believe in our show, give us the like, give us the feedback.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's one thing to, to say like, oh yeah, I support you. Well, show us, man.
Yeah, show the
Give us
support.
some
It doesn't
love,
cost
man.
anything,
Just
you
it
know?
doesn't cost a damn thing.
Just a second
It's
of
a
your
click.
time.
It's a click, a
Yeah.
like, a share. It's that simple.
Right. No,
But,
but I love
you
the
know?
point that you're saying, because despite like the way, he does look different. He doesn't look like your ordinary hip hop artist,
Yeah,
but he's good.
he's
As soon
good.
as he
I mean,
opens his mouth, it's like, damn.
Dude,
Yeah.
no,
It's a
his
local
lyrics
There you go
are
with the sexual
good.
stuff. There you go with the sexual stuff.
Vic's getting jealous again. Vic is
Oh,
jealous.
man.
Yeah.
It's great.
I-
The human venom.
I know I've been gone for 2 weeks. What? I didn't fucking catch that, mother.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Don't make me lose my shit already.
She's already
We're not
blushing.
even 5 minutes into the
You're already
show.
blushing. Look, my
Dang.
no
No.
sweatpants right here.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win situation
It's
today.
a win-win for
That's the
Momo.
first thing I said. I said, "Oh, you had to wear the sweatpants today?" He's like, "Oh, it's cold outside." Oh, okay. Oh, well, was
I
that
can't
it?
tell.
Oh my God. But Hola Chola, no, what's your perspective on it? I mean, you have your own line as well. We'll
Well,
get into it more, but what's your perspective on that?
Well, I feel the same. Like, for instance, I don't feel at the category of a chola. Like, I'm 41 years old, but when I was younger, I was brought up in the barrio, and my whole family was cholos and cholas.
Right.
But now, like you said, you're like, you don't fit the description of what your brand is. So it was hard for me actually to kind of tap into my audience, because my brand is Hola Chola, but
Yeah.
they look at me and they're like, that girl doesn't look like a chola.
No, you
But-
don't. Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, what is a chola supposed to look like? You know?
Right.
Right here.
And can't you just like grow from that? Like,
know, I
do
can't
you
we
always
grow?
have to have hyena brows?
You know?
Unfortunately, I do. But
But Mama wears them good. Mama wears them really
Like
good.
yourself, homie. You're trying to prove a point.
people ask me like, what mistakes have you made in life? And I tell them, shaving off my eyebrows is hands down like the number one mistake I've ever made in my life.
Yeah.
Everything else I don't regret. Shaving my eyebrows off, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You know
hers
what?
look good,
Ridiculous.
dude.
You know, you can
Hers
do
look
lashes.
really good.
How you guys do lashes? I'm gonna do that with eyebrows. Watch. I'm like just stick them on.
Like magnetic eyebrows.
Yeah, they'll last you a couple months.
Maybe Hola Chola.
Hold on.
Should help
New
promote.
line.
The new line,
Hey, you
the
like-
eyebrow
you like
line.
doing
Hola
collabs?
Chola eyebrows.
The eyebrow line. I like that. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
The eyebrow
Right?
line.
Eyebrow
Yeah.
line.
I would totally buy into that shit.
And when I was
Oh, yeah.
younger, I had the
You shaved them
chola.
too?
My eyebrows were like thin.
you have them-
Ronald
too.
McDonald.
You
Like,
have
I,
them
would look at
McDonald
my-
ones? Really?
I even called my friends one day. I'm like, how could you guys let me walk around with these
Right?
eyebrows?
Yeah.
I used to wear like black lipstick, traumatizing the hell
We're
out of my
talking
mom.
about
Wow,
Like,
you're turning me on. Stop.
like black lip. Like I used
Yeah.
to wear black lipstick,
Yeah.
baggy pants, and
Eyeliner
dress like a
that
boy,
meets
like,
your eyebrow,
100
the end of your eyebrow, pretty much.
Dang, that's old school right
Yeah.
there. Dude,
Yeah.
black lipstick, dude.
Black lipstick.
Dang.
That was the original lip
lip
fluffer.
liner.
It was actually
Yeah.
black.
That was,
right?
that was
It was
before
called
you could
Blackberry.
inject
You know, it was like the look that tease curly hair with like a little colita.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Black lipstick with the little white tank top and some black fucking overalls. Oh.
Oh,
Overalls
that's
were my shit growing
old
up.
school
That
right
was
And
there.
the feelers.
And then you knew when you kissed her because your lips were like all right here, all her makeup was all
Yeah, you had to
right.
schedule. You had to schedule a scam.
All the
huh?
blacks like right here. Hey, I didn't do nothing, dog.
Oh my god.
You should schedule a scam. Hey, she wants to post a scam after third period.
Bust a scab.
Yeah, that's a scam.
Shit.
you
Are we
guys
going
Mac?
around yet?
Did
Hey,
you guys
Vic,
Mac
are
or
we going
scam?
around yet?
It was like a step up. Did you Mac or did you scam?
Oh, yeah.
Nah, we just
Yeah,
Mac.
it's two different things.
Yeah, it's two different things.
Oh
Mac
my
was a
God,
Mac,
dude.
and the scam was a scam.
That was crazy. Shout out to my
Oh, yeah.
ex-boyfriend from 18th Street.
Oh, shit. Whoa, whoa.
Yes.
She's getting gang shout outs on her show.
we
him
still
tonight.
look the
Did you
same?
really mean that? Did you really mean that? Because I mean, we could work it out.
I haven't spoken to him in years. And
You
it's
are
funny.
tonight.
He's actually from Pasadena. He lived in Pasadena. and that's funny.
Have you
but
seen our
You probably
audience?
would have to like write him and wait for his collect call, huh?
What?
Hey, mija, give me 3 more years. On the show.
He only gets visits on the
Oh
weekend.
my god!
Damn.
Funny shit. When we broke up, I broke his heart, and he came and left a cassette in my mailbox, and it was all his rap songs. Rap.
He was a
He left
rapper.
you his own demo.
Hey, is there any way we can get him on the show?
Sporty.
Assignment number 2.
His name is Sporty from.
Oh no! Oh my God!
This turned into the Yard Lobo show.
The dedication hour.
What song do you want dedicated to?
On that note, we gotta take a break. We'll be right back. Yeah.
Yo, what's up? This is your boy E-Man from JR and the Crew, and this is what grinds my gears. And I'm kicking back with my homegirl, Hola Chola.
Hola.
Hey, girl, what
Hola.
grinds your gears?
People that steal my brand.
Don't be stealing shit. We'll come after your ass.
Don't be a fucking leva.
Don't be a leva.
This is what you want, right? Yeah. All right, guys, welcome back. Look it, we got Hola Chola in the house.
Yeah,
And,
welcome.
Was
I mean-
Sporty 42?
Sporty 42.
He's trying to look up your ex.
Was he older than you or younger?
He was older than me.
I think we found him.
Damn, Sporty 42. Oh my God. Oh, I love it.
So since we're talking about Sporty
Reunited.
from back in the days, let's
From
talk
back
about Chola. Hola Chola from back in the days.
Yeah.
Hola Chola.
Who is Hola Chola? Where did the name come from? Where did you come from?
One thing
Everything.
at a time.
We're trying to get it all out.
Overboard her.
So I was born and raised in Placencia, which is a barrio in Orange County.
Right on.
Yeah, Plas. Puro pinche
Oh,
Plas.
shit.
Placencia Matos Locos.
Oh my God, she's gangbanging on our show now.
Really,
Yeah,
gang?
dude.
Gotta
There was a
represent.
gang?
Yes, it still is.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
my
that's
whole
dope.
family was all placeros. Like I basically didn't even. Yeah, that's what.
Dude, they're
call
gonna
it.
like your page so much.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even have to like get jumped in or anything because my whole family, my mom, my
Yeah.
aunts,
They were at
uncles-
capacity too.
Yeah. Hold on, mira.
Hold on, mira.
You're on the
Kinda
waiting
like-
list. So te falta tu prima, tu tía, tu hermana. Okay, you're after your cousin Chewy. And we're doing one jump in a week, all right?
Jump a week.
A month wait.
I'm also related to everybody there because they all came from a little rancho called Gravia Lopez in Zacatecas. So everybody there was.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, yeah. So whole family is in Blas. Like I drive around and it's like, hola prima, hola tío,
Oh, man.
Wow.
everywhere. Yeah.
That's
You
what's
guys
up.
own Placencia.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's right.
That's cool,
That's
man. I mean, because
man.
you seem so nice.
Thank you.
So were you like that in the past?
No,
or were you
I
Oh,
was.
yeah.
Actually, no. My mom used to call me her little diablita, a little devil, because I actually wouldn't even smile. Like growing up, I was the worst kid you could possibly have. Like my mom would hit me and I'd be like, "That's what you got?" Like
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Come at me
chase me
again.
around the house. Yeah, no. I was the complete opposite. And I think as I grew up, I'm going to fast forward a little bit. At 23, I moved to New York because I wanted to get out of the barrio because I felt like I was so enclosed in such a tight neighborhood. I couldn't even go to like Fullerton or, so I couldn't even go to like Knott's Berry Farm without getting hit up if you had Cortez on, that in the 80s, I'm
Yeah.
21. So that's how it was back
Yeah,
then.
80s, 90s was hardcore.
Yeah, it was super hardcore. So I kind of wanted to escape all that, and I moved to New York. And I feel like when I moved to New York, I broke out of my shell, and I became like a different person. I'd get on the train, and I would smile at people and wave, and then like this.
Because you were worried about getting jumped.
Yeah, I wasn't worried
Yeah.
about it anymore. I
Yeah.
was out of that mindset.
Right.
product of your environment, I guess you can say.
But did you go out there by yourself, or was?
Yeah, I did. I
Wow.
moved out
Oh,
there.
wow,
Yeah.
that's brave.
And that was challenging because growing up
Right.
in a Latino community, I mean, in a Latino home, my grandma and my mom were so against it. Like, oh my God, no puedo creer.
Yeah, you
just
should have been
want-
pregnant already.
Yeah, I should have been
Yeah.
pregnant or,
with,
you know.
with your man locked
from-
up. somewhere.
yeah.
You're doing it right.
You know what I'm saying? No, but that's crazy. So when you moved to New York, did you have a job, or were you just kind of like, hey, I'm gonna go out there and figure it out?
No, so I didn't have a job, and actually I was a high school dropout. So I
Oh,
dropped
snap.
out at 10th grade. So that's another thing that a lot of people are like, what? You dropped out? Like, what?
I dropped out 12th.
Yeah.
Maybe 12th grade.
I graduated from continuation
Yeah.
school, so
I went to continuation and I got kicked out of there. So
Shit,
I was
had a
actually
3.5
like,
in continuation.
look at me now.
I was like the kid that your parent did not
You're
want
at
to
home
have.
with us. You're part of us.
Yeah.
Welcome right in.
You are where you belong.
Yeah.
Welcome home, me.
But I feel like growing up in the barrio kind of taught me a lot. Like it taught me like no matter what came towards me, like I had no barriers that, you know, that were
That's right.
that I was afraid of. So when I moved to New York, I set a goal with like, I'm going to go to New York and go work for MTV. And everyone in
Okay.
my family was like, estás loca. You're going to be coming back in 1 year. You're not going to be able to handle it. And honestly, that was my first job. Like I got a job, landed at MTV like 3 months after I arrived. So it
That
was
is
just like
so
my
cool,
mindset.
man.
You know, once
Yeah,
you
for
put
sure.
your mindset
that was
towards
nice.
something, it was like,
Oh,
I just
shit.
went
No
for
matter
it.
what,
Yeah.
you were gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
You were gonna be successful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very good.
And what did you do there at MTV? Were you,
So they actually, it's really crazy because they tested me out for like a weekend and they had me work with Christian Slater's mom. And I was doing like casting directing with her. And they were like, okay, if she likes you, then we'll bring you on and we'll hire you. So by that, I had worked with her for like 3 days, and by that weekend, she was taking me to like one of the best restaurants in Central Park. Like,
Oh my God. Wow.
Hell yeah.
Pies, yeah. So
Hell yeah.
you know, I became from a street chola to a corporate chola. You know.
and
El Central Parque.
How to learn how to flip it on them. you
Yeah.
know?
That's right.
Yeah, for
No,
sure.
That's
but
What
when
an
you,
adjustment.
Yeah.
when you moved over there though, were you actually when you were doing all this, were you still dressing the thuggish, ruggish way, or were you trying to clean it up already at that age?
Yeah, at that age, I was already like professional, you know,
Oh, okay.
tacones, and trying to be like super chic, you know, and
Right.
super.
You were
cool.
trendy.
Trendy.
Yeah, 'cause
you know,
New York-
but still with
New York's a
the,
little more trendy
yeah.
out
you know,
there.
You still can't get rid of that slang.
Yeah, you know.
That sticks with you forever. You can look the part, but once you open your mouth, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I
Did
fucked
you know
up.
I say seven? Forever. Yeah.
Momo does business transactions for real, eh? You want it, eh? You gonna do it?
Sign here.
Say here.
Firma, Leon. I mean, sign, sir.
Well, that's
But I
cool,
feel
man.
like that's important is to always keep that true authentic self,
Right.
you know?
Right.
And that's how Hola Chola actually came about. When I left MTV, I went to work for an ad agency, and I would walk around and be like, hola, hola, and they'd be like, hola chola, and I'm like, I don't even look like a chola, but they put me in that category automatically because I was a chica from Orange
Right.
County.
Exactly.
Yeah, and Mexicana. So it's like,
Well, it wasn't
yeah.
Orange County.
So
They
you
knew
were
you
in-
from LA.
You were in New
They
York
said
then.
LA, yeah.
You were
Okay.
in New York then, right?
Yes.
And so in New York, there's not a lot of Mexicans.
Uh,
They're
No.
like Latin American, like from
Yeah.
Central America.
Yeah,
Puerto
now
Rican.
you're
Yeah,
starting
Puerto
to see
Rican.
more,
Uh-huh.
but yeah,
It's a
you're
little
you're
more
right.
popular
There's
now.
more
Colombians.
like Dominicans, Puerto Ricans,
Right,
and,
right.
No, because I
Colombians.
went to New York one time, and then they thought that they were like, you know, what are you doing? Because it was the Dominican parade,
Yeah.
the Puerto Rican. So they were trying to categorize me, like, hey, what are you? So you're Puerto Rican? I go, nah, man. They're like, what are you, Dominican? I go, nah. And then they're like, what are you? I go, I'm Mexican. They go, you can't be Mexican.
Yeah.
I go, why can't I be Mexican? I'm Mexican. They go, you from LA? And I'm like, yeah, I'm from LA. They go, oh, because, and they go, well, because that's Mexican. And it was like these little short Indian
Oh,
people.
you-
Like,
yeah.
they go, yeah. They go, that's
Yeah.
Mexican over here. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Chicano.
Well, I'm Puerto,
Yeah,
I'm Puerto
yeah.
Rican then.
Well, the thing with that is that most of the Mexicans that are in New York, and there is, now that I have my brand, one of my biggest market is Brooklyn, and there's a huge Latino, a big Mexican community in Brooklyn, and they come from Puebla. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
yeah.
See?
So,
So they're
Yeah,
small,
it's
they're
smaller.
short.
Yeah.
This
So
shit, yeah. It's,
Hey, why you trying to talk about me, dog?
They all look like Jimmy.
Exactly.
Hey, make sure we put a picture of Jimmy up on this episode.
Little Mexican Joe Pesci.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
Hey, but you know what? When I went to New York, they literally thought, because we went out there for missionary work, and I was in a play, and they thought we were the Barrio Boys.
Oh, okay.
So you remember the Barrio Boys? So
Yeah.
the Barrio Boys.
Yeah, those
The
are
body
group
boys.
colors.
Yeah. So it was us three guys, and
Who are
they.
they? I don't know who they are.
It was just like a NSYNC type group, but Latino Barrio
that
Boys.
same- okay.
So they thought that we were the body. Oh, you guys are the Body Boys, but and I saw the picture and like, hey, we kind of did look like them, but nah.
You should have said, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you want
Yeah,
to
you want
sponsor
money?
me? Give me some money.
No, we're young, but that's cool, man. So in New York, you did your thing, and then that's how you got the name Hola Chola, because everyone thought.
So it was really funny because this one of the creative directors that I work with there, he would always say Hola Chola, and he came to me one day and I'm like, you know what? I want to start a company named Hola Chola, and he looked at me and he's so like not even 30 minutes later he comes back, he's like, I got the URL, and I looked at him and I'm like, but he was like a gabacho. So for me, I was like, this is the whole reason why I want to do it, is because I know eventually this brand name, somebody's going to take it down in the near future, and it's not going to be a Mexicana from the barrio. It's going to be a big corporation
a
or something.
Caucasian
Yeah.
girl or something.
So I waited an entire year, and he kept sending me designs. He's like, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And I waited a whole year until that URL expired. And he came up to me. He's like, hey, the URL expired. You could have it. And I was like, and I immediately went and bought it. And then
Wow.
after that, it was just like,
Wow,
yeah.
that's crazy.
Nice.
So you basically just stood quiet, like, yeah, man, I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm all right.
You had all your.
was
Every
a
time he
smart
came by,
business.
she was just like,
yeah. Yeah.
No habla inglés.
took it back to the Placentia days when she was just like,
But you know, it was interesting because
Yeah.
I wasn't raised to be an entrepreneur, so I didn't know the steps or what I needed to do to take that step to start my brand. So when he told me he did that, I was like, oh, okay. And then at that point, I was like, I need to really
Right.
figure out what I'm gonna do when I get on top of it and do it myself. And then from there, I just kind of started Googling and researching shit and.
is it a lot to do it for those people listening out there that thinking of doing their own thing?
Yeah, it's a lot of
it's a
work.
lot of work,
I
huh?
mean, I got to the point where, like, I screen print my own stuff. I
Okay,
do
cool.
like I screen print all my shit. I do all my vinyls.
Yeah.
A lot of it is all my designs. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of work, hard work, and dedication. But once you put your heart into it and you invest in yourself, I think that's always the best investment, right? Is investing in
Absolutely.
yourself,
No doubt.
investing in your brand, and that's always going to come back.
Well,
to
what
you.
advice can you give us? Because I mean, Vic has his. We
Mikey
started
Boy
one
Apparel.
called Mikey Boy Apparel. I mean, when we kicked it off boom because of family and friends.
Yeah.
But now we're getting into the real
Plateau?
plateau
Plateau,
of like
yeah.
we got to make it happen. You know?
You go to the next step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And mind you, we're only a couple months in, but
Yeah,
I mean, we definitely know that. Definitely know that the movement has to be like stay charging.
Yeah.
Can't let it like stop.
Yeah.
You got to keep charging.
Yeah.
And keep going. But if you have any advice as far as,
I feel like that's the number one thing is, I mean, your audience. Once you find your audience and you have that, I feel like that's the most important thing. And you guys already have that, right? So,
Right.
and keep going, like never stop, because the moment you stop, you lose that momentum, and people see that, you know.
Yeah.
Plus, fancy packaging doesn't hurt.
Let
me open it.
Yeah, open it.
Wait till the
open it up.
show. man.
I don't
Better
know.
not be 2 kilos, all right?
I know. She's been talking
You're
gangster the
worried
whole
you-
A little bit
time.
of weed in there. No, I'm just kidding.
Is that the one you're wearing?
No,
Nice.
this one's different. This
What does it
is
say? What does it say?
Hola Chola.
an
Hold
stick-
up. There's only one person doing this show, right?
No, sorry. I was at the
My
hospital.
apologies. I made it seem like it was my show.
Jimmy never gets nothing.
There goes Jimmy Storm of the week.
I'm gonna
He
come
has,
back.
he has to have one every episode.
Yeah.
Sorry, don't mind our friend. He'll be
He
right
must be
back.
going through something at home.
He'll be all right. He'll calm down. He'll come back.
I'm gonna send you guys.
Frigga.
I'm a woman of word. I'm gonna send you guys a package and
No, we'll wait.
customize you guys.
No, we're just playing around too.
patient.
If you,
Yeah.
but if you
No,
want to,
actually, I'm serious. I'll be patient. I will go pick it up too.
that's so cool, man. So you start your own brand, and starting your own brand. Because I want to get back more, because I know you've had a hiccup in your life as well.
Yeah.
But is that after the Hola Chola brand or before the Hola Chola brand?
So my cancer.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
I know we have to take a
sorry.
break, but
We're gonna have to take a break.
Okay, we're gonna take a break, but before or after the Hola Chola brand?
This just happened a year ago.
Okay,
wow.
cool. So you already
So
kicked
I'm
out. All right, cool.
newly fresh to that.
All right.
He always asks the greatest
Find out
question.
more
Yes.
after break.
No. He's known for asking a good question right before we go to break.
Yeah.
But we'll be right back. Share on the two, baby.
Oh, I was going forward.
Yeah, baby, what's up?
I got mine before.
Oh, hell no!
So it's got to go back in.
Oh, what the? It stays. Yeah! I got it! Yeah, baby! Chug! Yeah, baby! My back doesn't hurt anymore. My back don't hurt anymore. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me go on this side. You go spit that side.
Dude, hold on.
That was it, so.
Motherfucking bullshit.
What's gonna say your mustache, you man?
Give us some water. E-Man, drink water. Drink the water.
Welcome back.
Hope you didn't see any of that.
Jury, please remove that from your memory.
Take it away.
Hey, all right, we are back once again. We are back with Hola Chola, and she's in the
Yeah.
house, man.
Hey,
And
can we just real quick?
blast it, dude.
Yeah,
Look at,
for
check that
sure.
out.
Look at that.
Man.
Thank you.
Wow.
The
I'm gonna have
only
to get one
problem
of
I'm
those.
gonna have with this is if I walk in front of my mom, she's gonna be praying behind my back.
You know, it's
Are those
It's gonna be on the
Levi's?
wall. It's gonna be on the wall like tapestry.
Against the wall.
With candles underneath it.
It's really funny because when I showed my grandma my first design that I had, which was one of my jackets, she was like, "Okay, sabes tu rosario? You're like." She made me rehearse it in
There's
front of her
levels to this
before
shit.
I
Yeah,
could
yeah.
actually
Wow.
sell
Wow.
it.
You ain't gonna write the
And
Virgen if you don't know Rosario.
Yeah.
That's nuts, huh? Everything you do in life has something.
meaning.
Doesn't matter what it is, you have to know the history of it.
Yeah.
Everything has history. Everything.
Yeah.
When you see something and you think like, oh, that's cool, I'll wear it. There's always history to everything.
Yeah,
That's a
trip.
I actually went to the Basilica in Mexico City on December 12th, and I walked like 3 miles to, show my respect
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, that's
to
what's
her
up.
because she's brought me a lot of success, you know.
that's
And
So you're Catholic?
yeah.
Okay.
And right after that, she appeared in Mexico. So after that, I was determined to become an official Mexicana. So I got my papers, and I'm
Wow.
dual citizen. So soy
property.
Mexicana,
Okay.
so I
Buy
could
some
be
property
a
over
real
there.
hija de la Virgen. So
Yeah, that's what's up.
not that you guys aren't, but
Well, Junior's
We gotta go
definitely
find
not. The more
we need
Spanish-
subtitles translation.
I'm a pocho.
the more Spanish you speak, the more you lose them.
I'm like, hold on, my phone real quick. Okay, yeah, she said.
Yeah.
No, but that's dope, man. Is that your style? Like, is that the brand, the style, and everything that you go?
Can we show your phone case too?
yeah, this is
Oh,
another one
shoot.
of my designs.
Oh, that's your camera.
very nice.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
This camera here.
White one.
Oh, I want
There you go.
And it also my sweatshirt.
Wash
Oh,
that.
nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
she's
got the
trying to show the
tagging?
butt.
You got
She's
the
trying to
tagging in
show
that
the
one,
butt.
huh?
Look. She's been doing squats on this one.
I don't mean to show off my back, but
But you also did a collab too with official makeup gangster, right? With one of his
Yes.
face.
Yes, I did.
What do you call him?
We had on the show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His face chart art.
Yeah, he's so amazing, and
So-
I did that because I really wanted to showcase his talent.
Yeah.
He's so talented, and it's like you said, we go back to Latinos not supporting Latinos. Like he needs to be really recognized.
Yeah,
Like
we had
his
him on the
shit
show.
is done with
Yeah.
makeup. Like
he's tight,
that's
man.
next level. You know what
That's
I mean?
right.
And I wanted to collaborate with him so that way I could, bring the spotlight on him also, and like bring his
Nice.
his vision to life, and that's my main reason for that. Like he's also just like a really amazing soul. Like he's dope.
He's a cool dude.
No,
man.
and that's
Yeah.
awesome because you're
Mauricio.
blunt. So
Shout out.
your whole brand is taking off. You're doing great, and then but you get a hiccup in your life,
Yeah.
and. I look at your page a little bit, so it's the only way I could be able to follow your story a little bit. But you ended up getting breast cancer, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And wow.
Yeah,
and
that was crazy. That was crazy because right before that, it was like the pandemic. I was I found out last year in September.
Wow.
Wow, so really, really recent.
Man.
Really recent.
How did you find out?
Oh my God, it was so crazy. I had noticed a lump in my breast and I kept ignoring it, which, highly recommend if you guys notice anything or feel anything, like go to the doctor straight away. I noticed it and I waited like 3 months, and the only reason why I went to the doctor was because my nipple sunk in.
Yeah.
And like I actually
Whoa.
saw it.
Inverted.
Yeah. Inverted. Yeah,
That's what
inverted.
happens?
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's what happens if you're lucky enough to actually
catch it,
catch
right?
it,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
Because I was ignoring it, and I feel like a lot of Latinos do. I mean, I'm really anti like medicina. I don't like to go to the doctors. I mean, like I didn't.
Your
It was
vape rub.
getting- yeah.
You just put your vape rub. It's gonna
I
go
mean,
away.
yes, like that was where my mindset was.
Right,
because
right. You're like, it'll go away.
Yeah, that's where
yeah.
I was, and I was like, "There's no way I have fucking breast cancer."
Yeah.
Like I didn't really have like big boobs, so I didn't really think nobody that I knew
We've
really.
been messing with him for a while.
He didn't say anything.
Sporty.
Shout out to Sporty.
Shout out to Sporty. The mixtape.
I'm not giving him a shout out. Fuck him. God, he must have did something wrong to be an ex. I'm just saying, I support you, girl.
Thank you. So I was actually on my way to Guadalajara that same day that it happened, and that next morning when I got there, I asked my cousin to hook me up with the doctor, and I went and saw the doctor, and as soon as he saw me, he was like, okay, this is like a 3 centimeter like tumor, like you need to move quick. And it was like very aggressive, and we don't know, like I didn't know because I don't know anything about cancer. I still don't really Google or research it because I don't like to get my mind fucked up,
Absolutely. Uh-huh.
But it ended up being, I guess in younger adults, it's much more aggressive, and my tumor was moving like rapid, like
It was spreading?
Yeah, it was spreading.
Wow.
So the next day he scheduled a monogram and an ultrasound, and I was in Mexico alone, so I called my mom and I'm like, okay, they found the tumor. It's 3 centimeters big. And she's like, well, you need to hurry up and come back. So ended up coming back, and when I got here, they're like, oh, we're going to schedule your monogram for like 3 months out. And I'm like, fuck? And I had, meanwhile, because, all insurance and all that. And
They got to get the approval. They got to wait. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
This is
and
pre-COVID though?
Huh?
This
This
is
was
During
during
COVID.
COVID.
During
in the
COVID. So-
peak of it,
Yeah.
September.
So no wonder they're just like trying to. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
so they're like, oh, we'll put you in December. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't wait. And my doctor in the meantime in Mexico kept texting me like every week, like, are you moving? Like, you need to act quick.
Shoot.
So, and I feel like that's another thing too, like a lot of the medical system is really fucked up.
Here.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was going to tell you
It's
that.
all about money.
I was
It's
gonna
all
tell
about,
you that.
Yeah. There's
I,
no.
I hate. I'm sorry, but I hate to say it, but I feel like sometimes the medical fields out there know what the fuck is going on and what's
Yeah.
going on, and they want to attack it and hit it right away. And
Yeah.
over here, it's all about delaying it. It's all about
Yeah.
how much more money. And by that
Yeah.
time, you lost your arm,
Yep.
you lost your foot, you lost your leg.
right.
And they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And, but that's what I was gonna tell you. I'm surprised you didn't just say, "Hey, I'm gonna do it over there."
Well, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I said,
Oh, okay.
fuck it. I
Okay,
said,
yeah,
I'm not
'cause-
waiting. So I ended up going to Tijuana to a doctor that my grandma, his
Okay.
name is Dr. Vigen. He's one of the best doctors.
Vigen?
Dr. Vigen.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
And look at
that's a
how,
trip.
what are the odds
Wow.
of that?
What does that mean?
Virgin
Virgin.
is connected. Everything is
Virgin.
connected for
That's
real.
his name. Dr.
Yeah.
Vigen.
Virgin.
Virgin, yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's
so
nuts.
That's
I ended
cool.
up going over there, and he saw me one day. The next day, that same day, he was like, I'm taking your biopsy. A week later, he had my mastectomy, so he removed my breast.
Oh,
and when he was
wow.
doing
Wow.
that, he removed 20 lymph nodes, and out of the 20, 19 came back positive.
Are you
So
serious?
that's a lot. That's
Oh,
like, I was stage 3.
wow.
Like, it was serious.
Whoa.
Yeah,
So
it was like,
So imagine if you would have waited that few
I
months
would've
for
died.
it to get a mammogram.
oh, I would have died.
Oh my gosh.
And then I come here and they're like, and that's another thing that really frustrates me is that I'm like a aggressive ass bitch. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like I go for what I want, and when I was like fighting with the doctors
Mm-hmm.
here, I like it clicked in my head. I was like, it sucks because a lot of my gente like they don't know what
They
to do.
don't know how to advocate on behalf of themselves.
Yeah, yes.
They just take it for what it is and be like, okay,
And-
I'll go home.
Yeah,
You know,
and not
wait
me.
it
I was
out.
like, fuck that. Like, I
Yeah.
was like, hell no. So I ended up going over there, and unfortunately, my insurance didn't cover it, so I had to pay out of pocket. Like, I couldn't walk out of the hospital without paying a $17,000 bill. Before leaving. Although I fought my insurance and I got that shit back. It took 3 months. They tried to deny me, but I was like, not with me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, I mean,
Oh, that's
you
what's up.
just have to really like. I
Go
feel
out
like,
there and really
Well, if it's
check
not going to be
yourself
you,
out.
who's it going to be? Nobody else is going to fight for you like
No.
yourself.
And,
Yeah.
and honestly, man, like that's really good information for people that are watching,
Yeah.
especially females
Sure.
Yeah.
that are dealing with this. And I feel like when COVID hit,
Yeah.
they kind of like just said, oh, let's turn the light off on cancer.
Yeah.
Because
Well, everything.
everything
all
was
illnesses.
everything
Yeah,
was,
nothing
you know.
was
But-
important.
But cancer was definitely like a number one thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sure.
I come from the motorcycle community, and that was one of our number one things that we would do in fundraisers for was raise money for people that had cancer or even children that had cancer.
Yeah.
And it was insane how that just ended when
Yeah.
COVID hit, and
Yeah.
it's sad, man, because no matter what, cancer's still here.
Yeah.
Very alive and very.
Yep.
How can I
Taking
say
lives.
it's in a day to day with people's family. Besides COVID, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm not. I know there's people out there that lost their lives to that too, but I feel that that's one thing that we got to keep alive. And even being in October, it's a cancer month for women. And
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, breast cancer
and,
awareness.
but
So this fits perfect.
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah, and not only that, but just much respect to you, and thank you for
absolutely.
sharing your story because
Thanks.
it's not easy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you taking the recovery time and doing all that, and I'm sure that's not easy. I'm sure we can get into that if you'd like. But
Yeah.
definitely being aware of your body and checking it out. Check out your body. Listen to your
Yes.
body.
Right.
Did the
Listen to your
doctor
body.
say why that would happen or any
So
kind of-
mine was driven with estrogen. So it was like my hormones were a little bit out of whack. But what also causes that is stress, Yeah, so that triggers
Stress.
a lot of sugar and certain meats.
A
that
lot
you
of sugar.
eat. So right before that, luckily, without even knowing, I mean, like in March, right when the pandemic happened, I went vegan. So it was like interesting because if you eat a lot of red meats and shit like that,
Right.
it
A lot of
obviously-
processed food
Yeah,
as
a lot
well.
of processed food. So that kind of
Yeah.
actually helped me a lot. And during the process, I drank a lot of guayabana, which is like a really it's known to cure cancer. Like it's like better than a chemo. It's like a fruit from Mexico.
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah,
Did
Yeah.
you
I
know
take
what you're
Did you take any modern medication? Like I know you went to Mexico, you had the surgery. Coming back here, when you met with your doctors, did they put you through any kind of extensive therapy treatment for cancer?
They
or-
did.
Okay.
So when I left Mexico, I didn't want to do my treatment there because it's like $1 million treatment, right? So I ended up having them give me like a treatment plan, and I came to the doctors and I was like, okay, cabrones, this is what it is.
My plan.
This is my plan.
Yes,
And
my
they were
plan.
kind
Yeah,
of
I
really,
like that.
they really honestly, they didn't like me from the beginning because I
They're
came.
like, how are you gonna tell me how to do my job?
Yeah, I
in a
came-
sense, that's what they're saying.
Yeah, and a lot of people, especially Latinos, don't come prepared or don't come like, okay, this is what I need. But I was already like 10 steps ahead of them. And for them,
good.
they were like, oh, we wouldn't have removed your breast. And I'm like, then you wouldn't have found my lymph nodes and that shit would have spread
Yeah.
through my body. Like they really, there's
Right.
no money in the cure. It's all in the treatment, right?
Right.
So they would have fucking got me
Yeah.
but I did do 6 months of chemo. I lost all my hair,
Right.
lost eyebrows, lashes,
Everything.
and my hair. I mean, I don't know. I've posted it before, but it was like down to here, like curly.
And that's bold that you posted a picture.
Yeah,
Of-
yeah,
of
my
the scar,
mastectomy.
yeah.
Yeah, and that was very bold, especially because my family's
Absolutely.
all pinche chismosos. Not just kidding. I know they were all talking shit. Like, did you see Susana? Oh my
Ya está en
god.
Playboy. Ya está en Playboy. Mira.
Oh, man.
Oh, Vic, man, we gotta love him.
So it sounded like that.
Yes.
That was a very bold move that you made.
Yeah.
To just not only just to express like what you're going through, because a lot of people see that as like vulnerability, like, oh, I may be going through it, but I don't want to share it with nobody. Like, I don't need nobody's sympathy. Like, especially our culture, like that's how we think.
Yeah.
But for you to put it out there and especially to share it on the platforms that you have to bring awareness to it, it's like you don't even realize the lives that you've touched.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and especially having the what is it? How do you pronounce it?
Mastectomy?
Mastectomy. You know, as women, you know, breasts and boobs is what we are known for.
Right.
And so to take that away from a woman,
That was
you know, that
challenging.
it could be very detrimental if you're not a strong woman.
Yeah.
But girl, you
Yeah.
appear to be hella
Yeah,
strong.
that's
because-
strong.
I mean, how I could not even imagine. I could not fathom going through what you've gone through,
Yeah.
and to be here and be so positive,
Thank you.
and to share it with everybody. So I commend you.
Thank you. And
Totally kick ass.
Thank you. I have a 15-year-old, so I think that was what kept my head straight the whole time.
Okay.
Like, I didn't allow her to like see me sick, or I didn't let her see. Well, I didn't really get sick because my mind wasn't there. You know,
Yeah.
Right, your mind has to
you
be.
were in survival mode.
I was in like, fuck this, get this
For
shit over
sure.
with.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yeah.
a month, the week actually I came back from my mastectomy, I was working for like a startup, an electric car company. I lost my job, so that was like, fuck, you know, like,
Yeah.
oh shit. Not only do I have breast cancer, but I just lost my fucking job.
Damn.
Where
wow.
I helped pretty much build. I was like the 17th employee in the
Yeah.
company, and we went
Wow.
up to 400 people. So
wow.
that was also another thing that I was like, you know what, fuck this. This is more of a reason why I need to go harder on my
On
own
your
brand,
own
because
brand.
you can't give yourself to any company and look
No.
at.
And
you
Yeah.
know?
then sold
Like,
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
Well, man, on that note, we're going to get into a little bit more of Hola Chola after this.
Hola.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to JR and the crew. Don't go away, they're going to be right back. This is Peter Rodriguez here with Mortgage Masters. We're out here supporting the community just like we support JR and the crew. So don't forget, if you're looking to buy, sell, refinance, give us a call.
Hey, so we're back. So, Hola Chola, you were talking about you lost your job in the process after being diagnosed.
Yeah.
So what happens? You lost your job and then?
So that actually pushed me to work harder on my brand, but obviously with the chemo and the going through radiation and everything, it actually kind of set me back a little bit. Like, you know, my mindset was trying to move forward, but and keep pushing on my brand. And I would still post and I would still release things here and there, but I think that was like really challenging for me because I had gave my heart and soul to this startup that I was working for, and they just cut me like
Yeah.
como si nada, you know,
Yeah.
like I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
matter.
Wow.
So yeah.
And then you also had another little hiccup of someone trying to take your brand.
Yes.
What?
So
Say
who
it
was
ain't
who was that? Who was that trying to take your shit?
Well, it was some chica named Becky G.
Oh, you might know her as the millionaire that sings on a lot of records
Oh wow.
with Nicki Minaj. Anyway,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, so I actually haven't spoken about it since it happened. It happened 2 years ago actually December 12th, 2019. I don't really remember the day,
It happened December 12th?
but she released
Isn't
it.
that the day of
de
the
la
Virgin?
Virgen, but I think that's also, something with her birthday or something.
Oh, okay. So you try to clean it up then.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, but I thought that was really interesting too.
Yeah.
But something that I never talked about is that, I actually met her and gave her a jacket. And,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I was a
And that's
huge fan.
before. That's pre
Yes.
stealing.
1 year.
Stealing?
Pre theft.
That was
Pre-jacking?
November 27th, 2019.
Something about you girls remembering dates.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo,
We don't
women are
forget
really
shit.
good.
You ladies.
We got receipts.
In your head.
Mental
Hey, no,
receipt.
mental receipt. You said this. What the?
So you gave her a jacket. She's like, "Oh my god, I love it," and or what?
Yeah, she approached me. I was working at a famous restaurant in LA. And the interesting thing is that I was only working there 2 days out of the week so I can get recognized by people that would come in to the.
Oh. Hey, so
And
it
it's
works.
crazy.
That's smart.
You guys
Yeah.
learned something on this show.
Shout
all right?
out,
There you
shout
go.
out to Sweet
Hustle.
Chick. Yeah, it's a chicken and waffle place that
What's it
came
called?
from Sweet Chick. They're originally from New York, and then they came here, and Nas is like part owner with a guy, John Seymour. Yeah.
Nas.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there was a lot of celebrities coming in like every day, and they would have like private parties for A$AP Rocky, just like everybody, right?
Right. That's
So
right.
she happened to be one of somebody that was eating there one day, and I was hostessing, and she came up to me and she's like, "Oh my God, I love your jacket," because I was wearing my Virgin Mary jacket. And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you one." And I told her it's coming from my brand name, Hola Chola. She's like, "Oh my God, I love Hola Chola. I love that name." And then she called her mom over, and then a year later, I get an email or a text from one of my friends in New York, and she's a big radio personality. And at the time, I think I only had like 9,000 followers or some shit like that. It was like
Only 9,000.
Something small.
So
more than we
small.
have.
I know.
it wasn't like
As the homie
known.
sees up, would say something light.
Spencer.
Yeah.
She had like 24 million followers.
Right,
So
right.
when my friend sent me that message, I was like, she's like, "I hope you have lawyers for this." And I was like, "Oh shit," And at first I didn't know what to do, because it's like, how am I gonna go against?
This giant at the
Right.
time.
Yeah, I'm just, I'm not gonna say I'm nobody, because I am somebody, but
Right, right.
Yeah.
at
You're
the end
just
of
starting,
the day,
so that's like,
Yeah.
that's a lot of money right there.
I didn't have the attention, the audience that she did, and to my surprise, I'm sure you saw, but that
Stalker.
whole
Stalker.
He watched it unfold live.
Tonight on 2020.
Vix edition on the hidden files.
You probably sent it to your friend.
Hey, send her.
Hey, make sure she gets
She's
the
not
lawyers.
responding to me. I already sent her 3 DMs. She's not responding to me.
but I had like a response from all my followers, and shout out to everybody that started following me when that happened, because I actually was like, whoa, like really surprised with my support that I received from everybody, and I was really thankful, because they helped bring kind of shine on my brand. And I mean, honestly, she did too. I mean, I had
She
like,
kind of blew it up for you.
thank you.
But
Free
you
marketing.
You did end up winning the case, and you got your stuff back.
Yes.
Right on. That's
Yeah.
that's all
so
it was.
I
She never really took it, right? But
Just the name.
kinda
So
tried to
yeah,
steal
she
it.
ended up releasing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she sold out, and for a week she had it up for sale, and she collaborated with a big brand, ColourPop, and
Wow.
yeah, so it was kind of a big thing. And at first, like the first week, I didn't know what to do, because I was like, I would reach out to lawyers, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, I'm a clothing brand, that's a makeup brand, so they really don't. It's two
It's not the
different. It's
same.
actually when you incorporate a business, if
Yeah.
you have to incorporate it for everything, because if you just incorporate for clothing, it's different for makeup. So that's something important to know when
boom,
you're,
learning something new.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Yeah.
So did you incorporate under everything?
Yeah, I
Okay,
ended up
good.
incorporating under everything. But even still, like if you have the brand and you've been working on it nonstop for like years, like which I was. I mean, I had an active website, active Instagram. Everything was full legit. So,
Right.
I mean, it was harder for her to kind of.
Just say, oh no, it's my own idea.
Yeah.
Especially when she's sporting your
And then
jacket.
when you have-
Yeah, well, she never actually wore it and never said thank you, but it's all good.
Wow.
What a
Probably
hater.
because she had the idea.
Yeah,
Freaking
exactly. She's like, let me just put this away.
Yeah. So
But at the end of the day, and then you said too, you weren't going after her for money either. You were
No.
going after her because it was just the principle. Like,
Yeah.
you're taking what I shared with you, and now just because you're bigger than me, all of a sudden you're gonna just take what you think you just take it.
Right.
So that's kind of cool that you didn't do it for the money either. Like you just like,
No.
no, dude, that's my brand. Just give me my name back and I'm cool.
at that point, I didn't even care about the money. It was like I was so like hurt because I was like, I've worked so fucking hard on this brand for
Yeah.
many years, and it's like, yeah, everybody uses Hola Chola. I know that, but I'm the only person
That was
who
smart
fucking
enough.
thought about it and incorporated it and have been working on this brand for 7 years.
Yeah.
So that was like a big argument with a lot of people. Well, everybody uses Hola Chola. You can't own it, and I'm like, but not everybody went and started working on this brand
Right.
for
That's right.
years. So
Yeah.
it's like there's you can't even compare me to everybody
Yeah.
and say, oh, this is somebody that everybody uses. Just do it, but nobody's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna go and use Nike because the slogan, you know, everyone uses that. You know, at
Yeah,
the end
no
of the
doubt.
day, everybody
LA.
uses a lot of everybody uses a lot of different slangs and shit like that. But
Yeah.
I was working on that brand for many, many years and gave my heart and soul. So I feel like I just wanted to get my recognition and just have my name back and not be affiliated with something like that. Because for one, I wouldn't have done it that way because I would have done it with Jordan, you know. That's the kind of makeup brand that I use.
Yeah. Oh, okay. There.
From the name.
I was like, wait a minute.
Jordana, you know, the
Yeah,
brand.
of course. The lip liners are still at 99 cents.
Yeah. See, I would have done something like that because that's what I used. I never
Right,
used.
yeah.
I never even
Right.
heard of ColourPop.
Yeah,
So
me either. I still haven't.
yeah.
So what's the purpose of your? I mean, all that. I know that. I know you're saying the name because everyone said Hola Chola and stuff. But what are you trying to like? If let's say a Caucasian person sees Hola Chola, so what are you trying
What does
to?
it really represent?
Yeah, what does it represent? And so they look at it.
It represents all the chicas from the barrio, right? So for me, and it's not just like what it represents to me is like strength, pushing through all the barriers, and just also kind of wanted to do it in a positive aspect, you know?
Because it was almost like condescending, right?
Right.
When they first would say, "Oh, it's a Hola Chola," like almost like making fun of you. Like,
Yeah.
you feel like
Yeah.
That's how it was.
Yeah, I definitely
And now
felt
it's
like
like a
that.
slap in the face. Like, all right, well, you
Yeah.
want to make fun
I-
of me now? Look at.
I mean, the way I see your brand, I see it more like you could be white, you could be black, you could be Chinese, and wear that. But
Yeah.
you're also having a piece of a culture.
Yeah.
Chicano
A
culture.
Chicano culture that
Yeah.
they're able to be like, oh, I have a Hola Chola. I feel like you know what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
they have that. They're wearing a necklace or a bracelet, but it makes them feel like, oh, well, this is like the homegirls wore this shit back in the day. I'm wearing it now. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
But on that note,
sense.
do you get a lot of like support from like Japan because they're really big on the culture or
You know, that's right. I've actually watched their documentaries, which
Yeah.
is really dope.
They love it.
I really don't get.
All right, we'll talk about that after the show. We'll get it going.
Yeah.
We'll get it going.
Marketing is your marketing guy right there.
60
But I
40,
d-
60 40.
Sounds good.
Yeah. But how about like because I know Bella Doña, I think that's the way I see it.
Yeah.
Bella Doña, right?
They call it
But they call it Bella. I don't know why people call it Bella.
I think they're amazing. They're a big inspiration.
Do
for
you?
Me.
Oh, you did get show. Have you done collaborations or have you spoke with them ever?
I don't think they really do collaborations.
Okay.
They don't really have to because they're
Right,
really
right.
dope on their own.
Well, I mean, like to do a show together. I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess you would say
that
like
would
a show
be
together.
like a dream for me because I
Nice.
idolize Lala and Natalia. They're all really, really dope. Even Viva la Bonita brand is also they're on the right or they're
Right.
they're
Yeah, I had
kinda
a
already-
shirt.
Yeah, they're really amazing.
Yeah, well, I know.
Weren't they at to live in LA?
They were.
Were they?
They were also at the.
okay.
They're doing the Rams now, and
Oh, no. See,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. But I mean, is that like? I mean, obviously, those are your type of goals to be in.
Yes.
In those, places as far as like
absolutely.
being sponsored and stuff like that.
Hell
Right,
yeah.
so that's your goal. I mean, because you don't want it just to be an online thing. You is your goal to get into stores where people go into different.
Yeah.
Or
it
opening up
is.
our own store.
I've had a.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Right.
My
Beverly
goal.
Hills.
Puro
Can you imagine
Elmo.
living
Laguna
Hola,
Hills.
cabrona.
The barrio.
Laguna.
The barrio
Laguna.
comes to
Yeah,
Beverly.
in the strip mall.
No, I can see you
right?
seriously in
Welcome.
in
Yeah.
Laguna.
Yeah.
Hola Chola. I mean, I think,
Hola Chola in Laguna.
dude,
Oh,
I think they
shit.
would like the white people would like. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
because like they all,
Yeah.
and you can have any Mexican restaurant in those type of places. And they're
Hell
like,
yeah.
oh, have you been to Mauricio's? It's amazing.
Javier's.
See what I mean?
Yeah. Actually, I went in there not that long ago, and
It's good,
the
huh?
chicas that go there are really cheap because they don't tip my Maria in the bathroom. Yeah.
Oh, what?
I actually had a conversation
Oh,
with the
you-
girl.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, it actually kind of bothered me.
I saw that one too.
Yeah.
No surprise.
But
Well, that's cool. So what is your goal then overall? I mean, I know you said a little bit, but
well,
what
I
is-
just found out that I'm cancer free, so I feel like my head's a little
Man.
bit
Yes.
clearer. Yes.
Yes.
That's
That's
the
awesome.
greatest
That's
news.
great.
You know, heck
Woo.
yeah.
Not cured,
Congrats.
but cancer free. So I'm
Right.
there right
Dope.
now. But my goal is to get back into pop-up shops. I did a couple of pop-up shops with Hennessy before, and I did that in Chicago with at the National Museum of Mexican Art, which was really dope.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was really fun. Shout out to Regular Ruben who reached out to me. And I had like Cold Chillin', another group, collaborate, and they had like lowriders out for me, and over 300 people show up, and that was like my first pop-up. So I need to get back to the root of Hola Chola.
Aren't you guys something going on next month, the 13th?
Oh, yeah. The Dia de los Muertos?
Yeah.
Oh,
Right here in Pomona.
In Pomona.
Oh,
Let's
nice.
do it. Let's get your feet wet.
Pretty much runs all of them.
No, I
Yeah. You want to do anything in Pomona?
Hola Chola right here.
Hola Pomona.
Mona Chola.
She runs all of West Covina.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're taking
not
over
lying.
one city at a time.
Stop it.
That's another.
Hey, but you did something that said
Well, we do
corporate
have a
chola,
little
no?
bit of
Yes.
She has a thing where it's corporate chola.
Corporate Chola.
oh,
Yeah, like I
homie.
said, we
Can I
go
be
from the
that?
street to
Can
the
I be
corporate.
your model?
Yes.
Just show cleavage.
From street chola to corporate chola.
Yeah. So where can we find you at? I mean, what do you got besides Instagram? Where can we find you?
So I do have my website. It's
All
holachola.com. And
Simple,
my
nice.
Instagram is Hola Chola Inc. So you can follow me there.
Hola Chola Inc.
Yeah.
Okay.
INC, because I
We're gonna blast
incorporated
you.
that
We're
shit.
gonna throw it
I was
in.
like, INK? You do tattoos? So,
Any upcoming events besides November 13th? You'll probably be there.
Not at the moment, but I'm working on getting some. I actually have a big surprise that I'm working on.
So
that
we
I
gotta stay
just
tuned.
did today. I'll tell you guys off the air
we
that
need-
I'm really
oh.
excited about.
We're gonna keep the cameras on.
We need to link her up with Angie and them doing
Yes. Oh man.
Oh, the
That'd be
DJ.
dope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's really dope. I follow
She is
her.
dope.
sure.
We're gonna get her.
Well, your family. I
another
hope
one,
Thank
60-40.
you.
we're vice versa family here. You know,
yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure. We
you're-
definitely are going to support you.
Yeah,
Thank you, by all
110%, man.
Thank
Love to
you.
have you come
Yeah,
back and
I
stuff
appreciate
and
it.
share your success and even wear your gear. You know.
Yeah.
Next time I'm gonna
Rock
come
your
prepared
gear.
for all you guys. Okay.
Next time
Para
we're
que no
going
hable-
to your house.
We're down to go to Laguna anytime. Meet you by the beach.
Yeah, we'll meet you right there, man.
I wanted to bring some I shouldn't even say it because I didn't do it, but I wanted to bring conchas and I didn't find a bakery around here. I'm like
Ooh.
driving around looking for
Oh, yeah.
Covina girl, they don't believe in that shit.
What's going
Oh,
on?
Mexican bread.
gosh.
The
Oh, the
Mexican
Mexican
bread.
bread.
Yeah.
Manduce. Why can't you see just say Manduce?
Because they're conchas.
Yeah, this guy, he just doesn't know.
He's all, who is she?
No, but
Hey, Manduce.
honestly, thank you so much for being here. We
Thank you for
appreciate
having
you.
me.
Yeah,
I mean, your story is
Thank
amazing.
you. Thank
And
you.
you know, whenever you're in the area, come on in and chill with us.
I love it.
That's
right.
I
We need
had
to get
so
her
much
Marisa
fun.
back in here too.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I thought
We should
I
do it
thought
together.
Yeah, he couldn't get off. He's like, I'm so busy at work. Vic, you know I'd be there, but I can't come.
Well, we love him too, man. Fisher Makeup Gangster. We love you, man.
Yes.
Yes, I
Shout
gotta
out
meet him.
to
I haven't met him yet.
He's
yeah.
amazing.
Maybe we'll bring him back and then have you come
Nah,
back
yeah,
too.
Yeah.
I know you won't be here that week.
I might call him.
Vacation after
You were in
vacation
Miami
after
when he
vacation.
came, actually.
I was, yeah.
Traveling the
I
world.
came back with a horrible tan.
Oh, I know. We've seen it.
But hey, everybody, we thank you guys for watching, man. Go check out Hola Chola, holachola.com,
Yeah,
man.
Hola
Hit her
Chola.
up, DM her, and
Slide into the
Hola
DM.
Chola,
Hola
INC.
Chola.
That's right.
so until
On
next
IG.
week, we are out.
Oh.
Let's keep supporting our people.
Yes.
Hey everyone, thank you for watching our episode tonight. But look, don't just watch it, get connected.
That's right. On IG, YouTube, Facebook. Don't forget to like and share, man. We appreciate you guys. This is E-Man from JR and the Crew. Tune in.